Good afternoon to you, officers from the IPR department. I'm very happy to note that you people are taking feedback from senior citizens like us. Of course, we are a spent energy, no doubt, but still, we are part of the society. So, I'm very grateful to you for coming here and trying to take a feedback from us. Um, all of us are passing through very difficult times. This is not at all normal. Whatever the state government has been doing, or the central government has been doing, or that way for the whole world, is for our own good. I'm, I feel very, very good that we are in a state like Sikkim, where everything was taken much ahead of even the central government orders. It is the foresight of our chief minister and the officers around him who've been advising him, his council of ministers. You must have heard a lot of good things that have been happening, and it's all for our own good, no doubt. But still, I think there are some areas which need a little attention. For example, I feel that the government, or those of us who are salaried or we pensioners, at least end of the month, beginning of the next month, we do get our pay package. So we can look after ourselves. But we've got to think of the individuals who are entrepreneurs, who are working on their own, private practitioners, because we've got to find a way of making them also go to their place of work. It is essential. They have cooperated with us. As a matter of fact, the whole public of Sikkim has cooperated very well. We've seen instances where people from so many places are so unruly, police have had to even use third degree methods. But I think, as far as Sikkim is concerned, the people are so good, they are so obedient, they are so law abiding that we have to give a big, big credit to them, and also the powers that be, the way they have guided us. But still, I feel that since 100% employment is not there in government, we've got to think of those people who are privately employed and help them also to get to their place of work and to get along with their work. The other thing I would like to stress upon is that since everything is dependent on internet these days, whether it is work from home or contacting each other or ordering even our essentials, the government has helped us a lot. But what if the internet is not working? Could we do something about it? I think we are a little behind in this. The technology, we are better than Kalimpong and Darjeeling and all that, but they are subdivisions, they are districts, but we are a state capital. I feel that our technology should be monitored. We have some private entrepreneurs also who have come into this field, and we have the Department of Information Technology, which I feel should monitor their work, whether we are being, the customers, the users are being taken for a ride, we are having to pay much more than what is essential. All that should be, I think it should be monitored, and if the government could kindly give directives for this. I'd also like to really sort of congratulate the government for the steps they have taken in trying to provide the food commodities, making the ordinary or the next door shops available, the neighborhood shops who are doing their business, because we are able to buy our day-to-day ration from the nearby shops. But the thing is that, are we monitoring the prices? Are they not looting us? Who's checking on these rates? We have the Department of Food and Civil Supplies. Fortunately or unfortunately, I've worked in that department for a number of years, I think a total of 7 years. But I think monitoring down the line is a little for the asking. I mean, it's a little bit on the low side. From the top, the orders do come. The secretary passes the order, the joint secretary passes the order, even up to the, let us say, the undersecretary level. Orders are passed. But down the line, are the inspectors doing their job? Are the revenue inspectors doing their job? Are the food inspectors doing their job? Is the food available? And if it's available, is it at the right price? Or are we being sold whatever we want? I was lucky enough to get some very good vegetables once, because I rang up the managing director and he diverted the whole truck so that we people in this neighborhood could buy the vegetables. But you know, they've brought out a routine by which the buses are supposed to apply, but it doesn't happen. We've got to be after the driver and we have to chase them up and all that. So that's what I'm saying, that the state government should please take the trouble of empowering or monitoring the work of their foot soldiers. They must work. The foot soldiers must work. They must work very hard, because these are difficult times. And if we are able to provide everything to the people at the right price at this time, that would be very, very convenient. Yes, the government has asked for donations. Again and again, we are saying that these are difficult times, and we would definitely like to donate. Some of us have already donated. My husband has donated his 1 month's pension. But unfortunately, neither from the CMO nor from the bank which takes the money sends us any sort of acknowledgement. Forget about thanking. At least acknowledge that you have received the money and from whom. This is just not available, neither in the print media nor in the electronic media, nor even a small note to say, I have received so much money. We don't want a thank you. Just say that we have received the money, because we are doing all the transactions online and it is hoped that it has reached the right place, but we have no way of knowing it. So this is another request I would like to make to the CMO's office also, that it's a very good thing that they have said that we can donate in the smallest amount or whatever amount it is possible for us, whatever is convenient for us, we can do it. But at least acknowledge the donations that have been given or donated by the people. Even whatever small amount is given, some sort of acknowledgement could be made. That would be very good. And all the news channels that are coming out with all the news, we are grateful to them, because that's the only way. We are not getting newspapers now, because I think there is no means by which the papers, the vendors can bring the papers down. So it is only the Facebook or the little snippets that we get. That's the only way of getting the news. So whatever orders are passed by the government, if that could be made public in a different way. We do have people, or I think it is the police people, who are going in their vehicles and announcing. But if they stand in a place and make the announcement, at least that lot of people will hear the announcement in a proper way. It just runs. The vehicle runs and we are expected to understand and sort of assimilate the information, which I think is slightly incorrect. I had heard that the government is looking for a place where they can even quarantine the food stuff that is being brought into the state, which is a very good move. I know of officers from different departments who have gone down to Rangpo and even Malli and checked the places. And apart from the cold storage, there is also a regulated market area which was inaugurated quite some years ago, but that is lying vacant. That is one place which can be used by the government for disinfecting and quarantining even the food stuff, which will not rot in a short time. There was a parliamentary election during my time, and as a district collector, I must say, and also a panchayat election, but all of them went on very smoothly. It was a very stable government at that time. It was Mr. Narbahadur Bhandari's government long, long ago. And so everything was very smooth, and there wasn't much of a. There was a lot of a lot of people coming in and that sort of during the visit of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I think it was in the year 1992. But everything was handled very well. We had very, very good officers working with us. Unfortunately for me, all the three officers who were working with me in the district collectorate, they are no more. I seem to have outlived every one of them. I would like to say a very big thank you again to the government for looking after us. But I really feel sad that people above the age of 65, I really hope they don't think that it is time for one prasthan or something like that. But do make the space or the places safe enough for even senior citizens to go for their shopping at least sometime or the other, or going out sometime or the other. I do hope we will be able to get the same safe Sikkim as we are facing now, although we are bringing in lots of people who are stranded outside and are coming in. Thank you very much.